In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the harsh realities of living abroad, especially if you're African. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluwajoba. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you guys end up enjoying this video at any point, please do so to like this video. It helps my videos. And don't forget to share this video and leave your comment in the comment section below. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the harsh realities of living abroad. I have been living abroad for a while now, and I can say for a fact there are certain things and certain expectations that most of us have when we're leaving, and when we get here we are like dazed by what we meet. So I was speaking with someone and I decided to share this video with you guys. I hope you guys find it helpful and informative. The first thing I would say is be ready for the initial struggle. So quite a number of us, or some of us, before we leave our base or where we are resident, we kind of have things going already. We have like jobs, we have a good apartment, we have cars, we have things like that. Some of us don't, which is okay, but I'm just saying be ready, because if, for example, when you were where you were, for example, let me just use Nigeria as a case study. So let's say you were in Nigeria and maybe you were working in the bank and you were earning a certain amount of money. You probably you've been able to buy a car, you have an apartment, you were living like comfortably, not rich, but at least comfortable enough, right? You need to know that when you relocate to a new place, when you relocate to the West, for example, there's a possibility that you have to start from ground zero, like zero. So take, for example, myself. When I left, I had a good job, I had a business running, I had a car, I had an apartment, like I was comfortable enough, right? And when I relocated to Estonia, I literally had to start from ground zero, like I didn't have anything. So you need to be prepared for that initial struggle. You also need to know that you might have to do more than one job. Some people do 2 jobs, 3 jobs, some people even do 4 jobs in the space of 24 hours, guys. So you need to prepare your mind that at the initial stage, my sister would say something like, it is not the end, it is just a means to an end, right? So at the initial stage, you need to be prepared in your mind to know that it's possible that you will do more than one job, and it's possible that you will not do the job that you want to do, or the career that you used to do. You might have to start with, for example, support. You might have to start with care. You might have to start with restaurant jobs. You might have to start with like a lot of other jobs that you did not think you would do. You might have to do like night shifts. People do night shift here. People just really hustle, guys. Every dime that you earn, you will literally work your ass for it. So that's something you need to be prepared for. You need to know that and it's possible that you come and everything just gels, right? But that possibility is like 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000. Most people, when they come, they usually start start afresh. So that is something you need to be ready to do. The second thing that you need to know is you might not get a well-paying job, guys. This reality is something that I knew when I was coming. In fact, when I was coming, my sister already talked to me that you might not get that office job, that white collar job. That in every job is prestigious as long as you're not a thief or you're not an armed robber. But you might not. I know you guys get what I'm saying. You might not get that. I'm going to the office 9 to 5, like the one where you might not get that very distinct job at the beginning. You might have to settle for restaurant jobs where you be a waiter, or you be a cleaner, or you be a dishwasher, or you maybe work at the mall and you clean. Those might be the jobs that you get first. But if you don't want to do it, it's okay. It's personal preferences, right? You might be like maybe a banker, and you might start with a support job. You might start with care job. Like, it's just different. So you need to be ready in your mind that if you want to start earning immediately you leave, you might have to settle first for those kind of jobs. And really, like I said, it is not a bad job, right? It's just that you might have a different career path for your life. So but for starters, I feel like it's something that you can at least to start paying your bills, right? And while you are doing all that, what our advice is, keep applying for those jobs, keep putting in your application for the kind of job that you want, right? And in time it will come for you. I also need to let you know that sometimes it does not come on time. Some people 1 month after they've left, in fact some people say it's the work that will bring them abroad, right? But for some people 1 month after they left, they will get a job. 1-2 months, some people will get a job. Some people 1 year, they still haven't gotten the kind of job that they want. So you need to be very patient. You need to be ready. You need to settle your mind that okay, that the job that I want might not come immediately. And if it does come immediately, I'm really happy for you. I pray that it does come immediately if you're watching this video and you plan on relocating, right? So just please prepare your mind that you need to be patient. You need to wait it out. You need to work it out. While you are doing all those other jobs, you just keep putting your application for the kind of job that you want, right? Okay. Another one is, if you move to a non-English speaking country, language will be a very big barrier. Now, for example, I live in Estonia, and the people in Estonia speak Estonian. So in the scheme of things is Estonian, Russian, and then English. See how far English is. So the language barrier is one very important thing, and if you're moving to Europe, that is one thing you need to know, because every country in Europe except the United Kingdom have their languages. English is like maybe third or second on the list, so you need to be ready. You need to be prepared in your mind. You need to know that there's a possibility that you would learn the language. So if you are moving to Europe, I'm using Europe for example because I know that this is one continent that I know that apart from Africa, of course, since you're moving from Africa, for example, Europe is one continent that every country literally they have their own language. Aside from the United Kingdom, their language is English. That's why. So language might be a big issue, and you will need to learn the language. In some countries, you need to learn language to do proper jobs. And some of those jobs that some of those careers that we want, for example HR, being an admin assistant, or being an administrative person, finance, some of these careers need you to learn the language. I remember when I first moved here, before I started creating content and doing my makeup business full-time, I wanted to go into admin, and I still like the administrative process of things, but I realized that a lot of the administrative HR and jobs like that require you to learn the language, so that you are very conversational with the language. You understand? It was just down the line I decided, you know what, I want to focus on my business. I've been doing my makeup business since I was in Nigeria, and I just wanted to put all that energy I was giving to other people's businesses, I wanted to put it in my business, which is what I am doing now. So please, if you're in Europe, book me. I had to put my business there. Book me. I'll leave my business handle on the screen. So yeah, that's what I was saying, that some of even these careers that we want, if you're moving to Europe for example, you might need to learn the language up to a conversational level, so that you can then get the job that you want. So just a note that you need to know. Lawlessness is not permitted, guys. In Nigeria, for example, a lot of things that we do, we kind of wiggle our way around the law. Here, especially in the West, you cannot do that. Like, the law is the law. So you need to settle it in your mind that, one, you cannot do some things like you are driving and you speed past traffic lights, you don't obey traffic signs, for example, or you jaywalk. Guys, here if you jaywalk, it's like 40 euros, I think. So you don't want to be doing that, because you pay your fine. You will face the music. Do you understand? So those are some of the things you need to remember, that this is not Nigeria. And I really wish Nigeria, for example, would be like that, where when you do something, you can't bribe your way through. You face the law. I feel like a lot of things will align, and people will the country will be better for it, basically. So yeah, you need to know that lawlessness is not accepted here, and ignorance, by the way, is not an excuse. So I didn't know that the sign was there is not an excuse. Let me give you an example. One day I had a job, and I had to drive to the job, and the job was in like the old town, right? And I drove there, like the map was showing me. I drove there, and just like a block or two, no, not a block, like 2 houses away from where I had the job. It was a hotel. From the hotel where I was supposed to have the job, I was stopped by the police officer, and I was like, you need to see the confidence that I used to, because like it was like, can I see your documents? The confidence was just oozing, like make it. So I brought out my wallet, gave him my driver's license, gave him my residence permit, and he looked at it and he was like, okay, that didn't I know that I wasn't supposed to drive up to this point? I'm like, no. He said there was a sign, and mind you, the signs were in Estonian. I said I didn't see the sign, right? He went into his van, and of course he checked it, and then he came out and he was like, that I wasn't supposed to come here. So there was a murder that happened at another hotel close to the hotel where I was supposed to work, and I think they were, they had already done that markings around it, and that was why they said people should not drive there for now. I didn't see the sign, to be honest, and the guy just said, he let me go, and he was like, I guess because he had checked and he saw that I had never offended before, so he was like, I should go, that he would give me this as a warning, and I left, right? But on my way back, when I was driving back, because I had to go and park somewhere else and then walk with my boxes to the hotel where I was supposed to walk. But on getting to, when I was driving back, I checked for the sign. I didn't still see the sign. But anyway, my point is, ignorant in that case, I didn't know. I was ignorant, but it wasn't still an excuse. Yes, it was kind enough to excuse me, but then again, if it was another officer, it's possible that I would have been fined. So my point is, ignorance is not an excuse. So do your findings, be sure of what you are doing, and just be prepared basically for everything. The last point I'll have, which is like one of the most important points on my list, is, guys, living abroad is lonely. I need to say it again. Let me come closer. Guys, living abroad is very, very, very lonely. Yes, I had to say it twice. I'm not saying this to scare you, like I said at the beginning of the video, but that is the truth. In Nigeria, I'm using Nigeria for example because that's where I'm from, and I feel like a lot of people will find it relatable. Nigeria, you can come out and literally see people walking, and they will say hi, hey, we have this empathy for one another. When you're having a bad day, you can literally just come out and you see something that will make you laugh. That's how Nigeria is. We are joyful people. If you see someone sad, the probability of someone coming to you and be like, what's wrong? Everything will be all right. Someone that doesn't really know you, a stranger, the probability in Nigeria is high, right? Guys, in abroad, it doesn't happen. In fact, as I am like this, I think it was when I gave birth to my son that I knew who my neighbors were. People are drawn to babies, so that was how I knew my neighbors. You can literally live in an apartment. The former apartment that we stayed, we lived there for almost 2 years, and we didn't know who our neighbors were. That's how it is abroad. Abroad can be very lonely, so you need to be prepared for your mental state. You need to think of things, be able to think of things or do things that will keep your mental health in check. One of the things that helped me was because I relocated. I moved with my husband, and when I am down, he's able to help me, come up. When he is down, I'm able to help him come up. And we've also tried to create a community for ourselves. We have really good close friends and family members, not family members, like friends that have now turned family, what do we call it? Family friends. Yes, friends that have now become really close, and we just call them family. We've just tried to create this community for ourselves. So if you're trying to relocate abroad, I would say once you get here, try to settle down, be patient, and carefully pick out the people that you put in your circle. My sister used to say something, that the people that you meet immediately you relocate can either make you or mar you. And that's because if you meet with the wrong people, you start doing the wrong things immediately. But if you meet with the right people, then you are able to carefully pan out how you want your life to be. going forward. Do you understand? So if you are watching this as well and you're already abroad, I would say you don't have to do it alone. Look for people around you, look for a community, go to church, go to like dance arenas, go to study groups. Just look for people who share common value and common thoughts with you, and just try to find a community. And in all of this, of course, I can't say it enough, you need to pray. Hold God, because everything in this abroad works. You pay, you see light. You pay, you see water. You pay, there's house. Unlike Nigeria, where you pay, there's no light. You pay, the road is bad. Here, everything works. So because 99% of our prayers, for example, in Nigeria, is God, as I'm about to go out, let me not have accident. That's because the road is bad. Or as I'm about to go out, let me not be kidnapped. That's because there's insecurity. Or God, let them bring light. I want to film. Or God, I want to walk. Let them bring light. Most of our prayers are around our basic amenities. That's because we have bad leadership, right? By the time you move here, everything works. In fact, sometimes you'll be questioning yourself, do I really have to go to church? Do I really have to pray? Do I really have to? Who is God? Some people come here and they start questioning who God is. So I would say know God for yourself, guys, because when you come to the West will be wasting. So please know God for yourself and hold on to him. Even in this West, we need God the most. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope this video was short enough, but that's about it. Those are the points I just thought to come and mention. I hope this video was helpful and you found it informative. If you're already abroad, let me know in the comment section which one happened to you when you got here, like which one gave you goosebumps when you got here. And if there are any point that I didn't mention that you feel like people who want to relocate should know about, please drop them in the comment section as well. And if you're not abroad and you are thinking of doing so, leave your comments in the comment section. Just let me know what you think about this video. Did you find it informative? Did you find it helpful? Yeah, please share this video with everyone, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It usually helps my channel. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Jesus loves you. Bye.